Okay, I got the Cummins here. Well, the Chevy Cummins conversion anyways. Money pit. Had a 6.5 turbo diesel in it. It's a 92. It was a mechanical style. I was going to go ahead and rebuild the 6.5, but decided what the hell, might as well do it right? So I got the 96 P-pump Cummins, or 95, sorry. Fully rebuilt it myself. I got the polished valve covers. Painted it cast iron gray. The killer dowel pin fell out on it, so it's got a new cover. I got all new gaskets, new Moly-Cleveite pistons out of a 24 valve. I got a new water pump on there. I still need the fan hub pulley. Yeah, I mean, I got all new bearings in it, new gaskets, new rings, pistons, camshaft bearing. I still need to do a couple odds and ends on it first, like put the GM sensors in it, the coolant, and the oil sensor needs to go down here. I need to go to Napa and get the adapter for those, and I got to put that vacuum pump on it. I need to get the intercooler boots and the intercooler piping and the actual intercooler. Here's the alternator off the 6.5. I'm gonna run with that. Run that over there where the stock location is. Kind of hard to see here. I got everything in this garage mess. I got a new clutch kit. Just picked that up at O'Reilly's. I got this new Hayden fan, but I'm just gonna get a much bigger fan than that. I'm probably gonna go with dual setup. I got the new Cummins starter here. Odds and end parts, motor mounts. Probably not using those. New throwout bearing down there. I've got the NV 4500 Ford out in the garage, or in the shed, I mean. And I also have the 6.5 that was parting out in the shed. This is actually the first Scottsdale I've seen in the newer body style. The seat's kind of shit, but it's got 247,000 miles on that 6.5, and the head gasket went, and I was going to go ahead and do a full rebuild on it, but then when injector costs started adding up and everything, I figured I might as well, I already had the rebuilt Cummins, so figured I'd just do it right. And I just did the rhino liner yesterday. It's still a little dirty from all the sand and everything I had to do to it. I got these on straight through Cummins Bridgeway. I noticed on eBay they're selling for about 20 bucks. I picked these up at Cummins for $2.95 a piece. What a ripoff. It's got some rust here and there. Nothing I can't fix. This is a Michigan truck, but overall it's not too bad of a shape. It don't have any rust down there anywhere. Cab corners are still there for a Michigan truck. I've got some new tires for it. Got the hood up here all dirty and odds and end pieces. But yeah, I'm gonna build the motor mounts for it. I'm not sure yet if I'm gonna be running the 6.5 motor mounts and then weld a plate to the Cummins and then drill out the holes, or if I'm gonna buy some Auto World ones. I don't know about that. I'm a little leery on paying $400 for motor mounts after I've got about $6,200 into this truck so far. So it is a two-wheel drive, but I didn't care about being four-wheel drive because, you know, once you spend 7-8 grand on a truck, who wants to drive it in the wintertime anyway? I'm gonna get rid of that stupid tonneau cover. But yeah, other than that, I bought the truck for $1,000, and I parted the 6.5 out on eBay. It was a good 599 block, no cracks in the block, the crank, the heads. You know, I made my money back just on the 6.5, and I'm not even done. I still got little odds and ends 6.5s here. Here's the Trans Am collection in the 80,000 mile Silverado there, 94. And here I got this mess here, my exhaust manifold with the. I started to rebuild the turbo with the WH1C. I noticed that the shaft is bent. You can't see it very well in the picture, but I just went ahead and ordered a whole new cartridge just to pop this out and just slide the whole new cartridge in. $187 for a new cartridge. And then all I do is just slide the housing on the clamps and the seals and bolt it up to the Cummins and good to go. And all I gotta do is put that on there, throw oil in it, filter, tighten up a couple nuts, bolts, and put the starter on there, and she's all ready to start up on the stand. I still got to get batteries. I got to get some new body mounts. Old ones were shot. I need to figure out what the hell I'm gonna do with the power steering. I'm gonna put a new gearbox on this, new shocks. I've already got all tie rods, ball joints, idler arm and pitman arm. I mean, I might as well do that while I'm in here. You know, 247,000 miles on the stock shit. I'm just gonna go ahead and delete the AC. I'm not gonna deal with any of that bullshit. I'm not, you know, picky on AC. You know, I'd rather have, you know, who cares if it has AC or not? You know, it's got a Cummins in it. I got the cross member still in there. The drive shaft's all out. I'm doing away with the GM exhaust. I've got a 4-inch MBRP exhaust kit, turbo back, coming with a 6-inch exhaust tip. That'll be in the mail. I just ordered a new throttle cable for the Cummins here, because the old one, somebody just cut it off when they took the Cummins out. I did the fuel heater delete on this, on the fuel bowl. That I want to go ahead and with any, I didn't have to want to worry about any leaks or anything, any air leaks, and you know, that'd be something else I'd have to wire up. That'd probably most likely have to be wired up. You know, I got new gasket in the lift pump. You know, I've got a lot of time and money into it. I found the front cover. It was an aftermarket front cover. I bought it on Diesel Power, pure Diesel Power. I think I only paid like $212 for a brand new cover, and Cummins wanted like $400 and something just for that front cover. It was crazy. Here's the old cover. I had a guy at my dad's work try and weld this, and it is a cast aluminum, but as you can see, he tried welding this, and see where it's kind of cracked somewhat. But I just took a little oil squirter and squirted it on there, and it was leaking through, so I knew right away it wouldn't hold up to 40-60 pounds of oil. So I just went ahead and bought a new cover, and then transferred the studs out of here for the P-pump, into the new cover and the new pin. And then I timed the P pump. I was watching a lot of videos on YouTube on how to time this P pump here. And then I've got I took the water sensor out of, or the temp sensor out of the Cummins, and the oil temp sensor, or the oil pressure sensor, sorry, out of the 6.5. I've got the oil pressure sensor out of the Cummins. Now I've got to go down to Napa and get an adapter that will adapt this into that thread, so the GM one will screw right into the Cummins block. In the same situation with the coolant as well. Here's all the tie rods and odds and ends shit. I got kind of a messy, shitty toolbox here. My dad's got the good shit over there. I was gonna go ahead and well, shit. I bought a new block heater for it as well. I got the cord here still, and I put the new block heater on the Cummins already. You can see it. New rear main, the whole nine. I sleeved the crank on there because the rebuild kit came with a sleeve for the front, so I just sleeved it. I took everything apart, and this is my first Cummins I did, so this is obviously the wrong banjo bolt for this P7100 I got in here, because it won't go down all the way. But then I got the new idler pulley down there. I got the new head gasket on there. I used the Permatex head gasket sealant on that. The Cummins weren't too bad, but the head gaskets. But